Futures trading is risky and can result in substantial financial loss. Never put a futures position on without a stop-loss order in place.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders from across the globe. Welcome to Short Term Trading Live with Oscar. It's finally Friday. Thank you, boy. It's been tough keeping with these markets, but we have been, as you've seen, nailed the grains yesterday. We have been so right with this S&P every day. Direction-wise, Omni has been so uncanny. I'm not giving Rex for tomorrow. That is it. We've been right so many days in a row. I am not taking a chance tomorrow. I think if you go back, you'll see the last 8 to 10 days, it's been right. That's it. Tomorrow's Friday. Omni's going in the box for a day. But we got some other good stuff to look at. What we're going to do is the soybeans for tomorrow. ZSK7 are the electronic beans. Omni support 770 to 768. If you're a buyer, you buy right in that level. Place your orders on an MIT basis. Market if touched. We happen to be trading 771 right now, so you want to get your orders in. Omni neutral. Omni turns neutral if you get below 763. If you get in around 770, 768, somewhere in that zone, you get below 763 and start hovering there, you want to run for the hills, so your stops go below 763. Omni's profit objective is 786 for the day, or be out MOC. Again, buying between 770 and 768. Stops go below 763. Profit objective 786. Make sure you're out by the close. That's a green Omni. We're going up in beans. We are going down in the yen. Yen's calling for another punch to the downside today. Japanese yen, it's the 6JYM7 if you're electronically trading it tonight, at least on my platform, or the JYM7. Omni resistance, so you're a seller in this one. If you get to 85.85 to 85.88, you want to sell your yen out there. Omni turns neutral if we get above 86.17. So buy stops go above 86.17. Omni's profit objective on the downside is 85.11 to 85.08, or be out by the close. To be honest, I have no more trades to give out this week. On Monday, or maybe Sunday night into Monday morning, we stood in front of the camera and said, gold, look for 667. We hit 668 today. Target's been achieved. Got no trades there. We talked about silver going to 1351. It rallied all the way to 1357.58. Target achieved. We have no trade there. We talked about S&P getting into the 1338 level. And you know, guys, that was when it was still in the hole. It made that objective plus more. What more can I give? But I got a little bit of a lesson to show you guys in a few moments about what you should be doing right here in the S&P. At least what technically likely should go on. So we'll do a little, I was going to wait for Friday, but we'll do a little lesson over here before it's done. All right, Mike? I want to show some charts. I'll let you know when. Listen, with the chart I'm about to show you, you know what? I don't even think I printed the weekly. I thought I wanted to show these guys the weekly. I've been showing it all week. I will say something about the weekly, and tomorrow in the recap we'll get back to it. I've been showing you a weekly chart of the S&P, and all week, and last week, and the week before as it was going down, you heard me ranting and raving and complaining that when a market starts at the bottom left of your corner and goes to the top right, it is not bearish. Maybe I missed, I said silly things like maybe I missed charting 101 back in college, and I don't know how to tell a bull from a bear. Well, now you see my point here. The market cracked down, hit some support, hit some moving averages. You got a long-term bull market on a weekly chart. It hits an average and starts heading back up. How does that make us all get bearish? Well, it didn't make me get bearish, and I proved that with my Omni trades, and I showed you trade after trade. We trade what we see in the charts and not what the herd mentality is telling us. Let's stay with that because the charts are right. The herd is never right. I shouldn't say never. Sometimes the herd gets it right, but the fact that they move in such that herd mentality, by the time they think they have it right, the move is already gone. And that'll happen time after time. So with that in mind, what I meant to say was a market making highs in a long-term bull. If it's making new highs, it's going to continue to make new highs until a complete shift and turnaround takes place. Has that happened? Well, we don't know because we haven't gotten back to new highs yet. But as you can see in the momentum, we've had a pullback. If that was only a hiccup so far, that's how it seems. When we had that disaster in the S&P a couple of weeks ago, seemed like it was only a hiccup, and away we go. I've been calling it that way. It's been working that way. It's got nothing to do with me, guys. You know, I look at the charts speak, I write it down, I tell it to you guys. So I'm not taking credit for where market's going. I'm only taking credit for being able to look at the charts a little bit and report it to you guys. You know, one other thing, I just read a couple of emails I read, so I wanted to get this one out to you as well. If you happen to be the buyer of the lows on any certain day, rest assured that is not going to be the low for the whole day. Usually it's not. You know what? Maybe I broke my own rule this week, because 2 days ago we bought gold smack dab on the low of the day, and it continued and rallied. But if you guys noticed, I got out of that trade, and I didn't look to get long again the gold because of the fact that I bought the low. And I have learned year after year, trade after trade, especially in the pits, if you sell the high, it will not be the high for long. If you buy the low, rest assured they're going to be punching a hole in that number sooner or later today. Usually that's the way it works, which is what prompted me to get right out when I bought the lows in gold. I was like, oh no, I bought the lows. This is never going to work. You can't buy the lows in any market. We did get lucky. Point being, if you do get long on the lows somehow in a lot of markets, get yourself out, because if they allow you to buy the low, it's usually not going to remain the low. If they allow you to sell the high, it's generally not going to stay the high for the day. So keep that in mind while you're trading. Now I think I'll do the chart on this board. All right. This is what the board behind this chart should look like, but you guys know me with my terrible renditions, so I'll show you the chart on the board now. Okay, it should look like the one you're looking at, and then we'll do a quick little lesson on it. The S&P has a unique characteristic. I've seen this time and time again. I've reported it. I've done videos on it. I've done actual lessons on just this. I think way back in the beginning of the videos, back in maybe December, I started really showing you stuff like this. But here's what normally happens. Here's the S&P as it stands now. This mark right here was today's trading 322.07. Okay? Now we are trading, this little dash right here is exactly where we are at the moment in real time. My work tells me this: if we do not get above 1450.90 and go higher, you will get 1, 2 at least days down from here before we can head back up. The market in the S&P especially has a characteristic, and it repeats time and time again. When you put a new high in of a move, I'm not talking about a new contract high, because you'd have to be all the way up here for that. But we've had this move after the big down move. We had some movement, and then boom, we rallied out of the hole, stopped here, and started to come off just a little bit for tonight. If in fact we do not get above 1450.90 and shoot higher, you have a swing day, a swing trade coming up. You swing traders, you know what I'm talking about. You've done this many times. You got a swing trade developing here. We don't take out the highs from today in S&P tomorrow. Place your swing trade for the downside. My work tells me in the S&P, if we do not get above 1450.90, we will go to 1434 to 1432 within the next 2 days. Again, we do not take out the highs of 1450.90 here tomorrow. We will take this elevator ride down, and we will trade probably 1432. Okay? Just thought I'd give you that quick lesson in how to look at this market right here where it is. It's one of the deciding factors why I did not give an actual recommendation, because if I get you long in here and it doesn't make a new high, they're going to smack it to the downside. The fact that we've had so much downside recently, if they don't hit it really hard, who knows? Tomorrow could be a strange day. I just wanted to point out what normally would happen on a day like tomorrow. So for you guys who follow the technical analysis, I know you know what I'm talking about here, especially you pros that have watched this thing time and time again, and you guys that have learned to swing trade, and of all the other types of trading I do, Omni and otherwise, I do swing trading. And there you see a setup coming on the S&P, likely. I never, ever, ever tell the S&P what it's going to do. It tells me it didn't complete that formation. I can't give it to you. It'll trade tomorrow without me. Okay? I think that's about all I have for now. Again, we'll do the Friday roundup. We'll find some nice charts. We'll see what we can come up with. We'll take a look back at a review for the week. If you're at my YouTube site, www.youtube.com/futuresanalysts, please hit the subscribe button. That will enable YouTube to shoot you out an email. As soon as I do a video like that, you'll get the email. You can see the video. Guys, there's been questions about when I put out my YouTube videos. Well, I'll tell you what, I did the analysis, I sent it to you, and I'm standing in front of the camera minutes later, and YouTube will get this a few minutes from now. But when they put it out, you know, last night we gave them a video at 10 o'clock in the evening. I saw it hit the web at 5:30 a.m. Some nights we give it to them at 10 in the evening, and it hits it at 10:15. We're at the mercy of YouTube there, guys. So just keep looking. You know, we've been negotiating. We're trying to negotiate with YouTube to see if they'll give us quick access. YouTube's really, really large, and us little commodity traders are really, really small. So they haven't even gotten back to me on that yet. But hey, let's see what happens. My site, www.futurestraders.com. Go to the site. You can see my Emini picks. You can see my flash updates. I always leave a chart or two out there to show you what I've been looking at. Go to the forums. You can write questions to me or write notes to me. I always get back to the forums late at night when I'm done with my analysis, so that would be nice. Hey, I'm doing a show in Vegas. I'm doing a show called The Money Show at the Mandalay Bay, May 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th. I am not charging $1. As you know, guys, this has never been about pulling money out of your wallets. So I'm not looking to sell you anything when you come down there, but I'm certainly looking to meet you guys. I got a speech to do. I'll do some seminars. I would like for you guys to come on down to Vegas May 14th, 15th, 16th, and 17th. If you are going to come, shoot me an email at oscarinvegas@gmail.com. Let me know you're coming, and I'll be prepared for you. We also have the flash updates. You know about flash updates. It's constant. If I get you in one of these trades, if you're long ZSK7 or May Soybeans Electronic, if you're long at 770 to 768 and I decide it's time to run for the hills, I'm going to flash update you. You're going to need to get that flash update to know what I'm doing. Flash updates are essential for successful short-term trading. Give me an email at futuresanalyst@gmail.com. Is that it, Mike?
You got it.
futuresanalyst@gmail.com. Give me your email address. I'll put you on my flash updates database. Like today, I flash updated you guys. We got long corn at the bottom. We got long wheat at the bottom. I flash updated you guys when they were both at the top and got everybody out at the top. Without flash updates, if you got out at the close, you get back at least half the profit that we had in that good trade. If you'd like to get in touch with me, please give me a call, 718-351-2266. I think I got everything covered. Don't forget, I mention this in every video, stops are your best friend. Place your stops and place them first. Remember, stops are in, emotions are out.
Futures trading is risky and can cause substantial financial loss. We do not claim or guarantee that you will profit from the information provided. That being said, I am a 24-year seasoned trader on and off the floors. This is how I've made my living for many, many years. Good luck trading.